If you've just fallen into the Stray Kids universe and you're wondering, who's that adorable guy with the sweetest smile and angelic voice? You're in the right place. Today we're talking about the youngest member of Stray Kids, In, also known as Yang Jonggin. He might be the maknae, but don't underestimate him. This soft-spoken Busan boy has grown into one of the most charismatic and emotionally powerful idols in K-pop today. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the story of Stray Kids' bright young soul. In. Yang Jonggin was born on February 8, 2001, in Busan, South Korea. He grew up as the middle of 3 siblings, in a family that was warm, funny, and supportive. As a kid, Jonggin loved singing, not just any music but trot, the traditional Korean genre known for its big emotions and vibrato style. Imagine a little boy passionately singing old-school ballads while everyone else was into pop. That was In. Even back then, people noticed his bright, polite personality, the kind of kid who says thank you after every sentence. And that hasn't changed one bit. At just 14 years old, Jonggin left Busan and moved to Seoul to train under JYP Entertainment. Imagine being a middle schooler alone in a big city, surrounded by talented trainees from all over Korea. It wasn't easy. He joined JYP as a vocal trainee, but his dance skills weren't strong yet. He was shy, quiet, and a little unsure of himself. Still, what stood out to everyone, including the other members, was his work ethic. He practiced harder than anyone, stayed late to improve, and little by little he began to bloom. His voice, clear, emotional, and sweet, started to shine through. He once said, "When I first started, I wasn't confident, but I learned that growing slowly is still growing." And that pretty much sums up IN's story. In 2017, JYP Entertainment announced a survival show called Stray Kids. The goal is to form a self-producing idol group chosen by the company and the members themselves. In, still a trainee at the time, was selected to join the lineup. The show was tough, full of evaluations, challenges, and emotional moments. But it also revealed the bond between the members. One memorable moment came when In struggled with choreography and felt he was holding the team back. Rather than giving up, he pushed through with support from his older members known as Hyungs in Korean. That teamwork became one of Stray Kids' defining traits. Even then, fans noticed In's humility and persistence. He wasn't the loudest or flashiest, but his sincerity touched people. By the end of the show, he had grown tremendously, and the 8-member lineup that debuted as Stray Kids wouldn't have been complete without him. In March 2018, Stray Kids officially debuted with their album I Am Not. And just like that, the quiet boy from Busan became a global performer. At only 17 years old, In was the group's maknae, the youngest, surrounded by older members who looked out for him like big brothers. Their debut track, District 9, was fierce and rebellious, a wild contrast to In's soft-spoken personality. But when he stepped on stage, something changed. You could see the fire in his eyes, the confidence he'd built through years of hard work. He wasn't just the cute youngest anymore. He was an artist. Every K-pop group has a maknae, but In is truly one of a kind. He's known for his kindness, his manners, and his genuine warmth. Members often joke that he's the most polite person alive. He bows to everyone, says thank you constantly, and somehow still manages to tease his older members in the funniest ways. That's right. Don't let the soft image fool you. This boy knows how to joke around. Over the years, In's grown into a confident young man with a fun, slightly mischievous personality. Fans call him the Chaos Maknae, because he's learned exactly how to get under his Hyung skin. With love, of course. He brings balance to Stray Kids, the perfect mix of sweetness and humor that keeps the group grounded and happy. Vocally, In's transformation has been one of the most impressive in Stray Kids. His voice is pure, clear, and emotional, often compared to Honey or Velvet by fans. In the early years, he was mainly a supporting vocalist, but as the group's sound evolved, In began taking on more challenging parts. Songs like My Universe, Waiting for Us, Time Out, The View, and Beautiful highlight his tone beautifully. He has a knack for expressing delicate feelings, sadness, hope, longing, in a way that feels natural and honest. That's part of what makes Stray Kids' music so powerful. Even in their loudest, hardest-hitting songs, you can still feel emotion thanks to voices like In's. Outside of the group, In has also shown interest in various music genres. His trot roots give him a unique vocal color, and fans hope he'll one day release a solo project that explores that side of him more. Now let's talk about In's visuals, because let's be real, he's gorgeous. From his bright, crescent moon eyes to his perfect smile, fans often say he has puppy-like features. Soft, cute, and instantly comforting. But over the years he's matured into a stunning young man with sharp charisma. He can go from adorable to elegant in seconds depending on the concept. And yet, he still reacts shyly when fans or members compliment him. He'll blush, laugh, or hide his face, proving he's still that humble Busan boy at heart. Part of what makes Stray Kids special is their brotherhood, and In's relationships within the group are some of the sweetest you'll ever see. With Bang Chan, he's the caring little brother who always listens. With Hyunjin, they're the visual duo, and their friendship is full of playful teasing. With Sungmin, they're like two brothers who argue one minute and laugh the next. And with Changbin, Lee No, Han, and Felix, he shares countless funny, heartwarming moments that show how close they really are. They treat him not just as the youngest, but as someone they deeply respect and love. It's clear In is the group's emotional glue, always bringing calm and joy wherever he goes. As Stray Kids' fame exploded, In also grew, not just in age but in mindset. He's talked about learning how to handle stress, about being grateful for fans, and about becoming stronger from challenges. He once shared, "When I was younger, I used to cry when things were hard. But now, I try to see every struggle as part of my growth." That quiet wisdom is something fans love about him. He's still the same sweet boy, but now with a calm confidence that comes from experience. He's proof that it's okay to grow at your own pace, that progress doesn't have to be loud to be powerful. In's connection with the Stray Kids fandom, is something truly special. At concerts, he's always the one smiling and waving until the very end. He makes eye contact with fans, blows kisses and bows repeatedly, as if to say thank you for being here. Fans often say that when In smiles it feels like the sun coming out. He reminds everyone that being genuine and kind is a kind of strength, one that reaches across languages and borders. Even while promoting with Stray Kids, In has balanced his education. He graduated from the School of Performing Arts Seoul SOPA in 2020, majoring in practical music. He's mentioned in interviews that school life and idol life weren't always easy to balance, but he enjoyed learning and being with his classmates. That dedication to education shows his discipline and curiosity, traits that fans admire deeply. Fast forward to now, In is 24 years old, and he's grown right in front of our eyes. He's confident, stylish, and stronger than ever. His stage presence is magnetic, and his voice keeps getting richer with time, from the nervous trainee who sang trot songs at auditions, to a world-touring artist performing in front of thousands. In has come so far, and yet, he's still the same warm-hearted Jonggin that fans fell in love with years ago. In Stray Kids' story, In represents growth, kindness, and emotional strength. He reminds us that being gentle doesn't mean being weak, that you can shine brightly even when you're soft-spoken, that growth isn't about perfection, it's about patience and heart. He's the kind of artist who doesn't just perform for fans, he connects with them, and that's what makes him unforgettable. So to every new fan, when you see In smiling, singing, or just quietly standing beside his members, remember this. You were watching someone who's grown from a shy boy into a young man full of light. He's not just Stray Kids' Maknae, he's their heart. Thanks for watching, and if you're new here, welcome to the family. This is In, Busan's sunshine, Stray Kids' youngest and one of the brightest souls in K-pop.